everybody, and welcome to Phandalin by Night. My name is Sarah. I am your DM for today's session. I almost said narrator, but wrong game. DM for today's session. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, Lost Mines of Phandelver. It's the current starter kit, but not for very long, because they have announced a new starter kit, Dragons of Stormwrack Isle, which I am super excited for. And this is my lovely table. Thank you all for joining us. Let's see, we take safety seriously here on Vancouver by Night. So we have a variety of safety features that we use, and just off screen, you can see the map, but my players can also see red and yellow dots that they can touch at any time. This is our penultimate episode. It's this one and next week for season 1. And I am excited for how these two games are going to go and what comes next for my heroes. I also want to mention YouTube. We are 45 viewers away, which is not very many. 45, like, it's essentially a follow, but on YouTube they call it a subscribe, but it doesn't cost any money. Could you please go to our YouTube really quick? I'm just gonna talk here for a second so that you can click the link and go and click subscribe. Okay, it's really easy. You're gonna click the link. A new tab is gonna pop up. You're gonna see the Vancouver by Night page. Right there, you're gonna see the red button that says subscribe. Please click that for me right now. At 45 viewers, maybe less because you've just clicked it, we will be doing a giveaway, a Dogmite giveaway. For any people who joined during this. You can also go, there is a tweet around if you use Twitter, where you can get some extra entries. And if we can get to 1,200 by the end of the month, which is just 245 away in like another week, there is an extra dice sheath to be given away. So 43 subs away, Steve says. So please go do that for us really quick. And thank you guys for joining us today. I'm going to go around and get my cast to introduce themselves, say which character they're playing, and then we're going to jump right in because we have some baddies to fight, my friends. So let's start with Sean.
Hey guys, I'm Sean. Play 9, the human paladin.
Sean,
who is?
Sean, can I not hear you guys? Is it me?
I can hear him. I can hear him.
It is me.
I do think it's
That's really great. You know what happened? I'm used to muting my other computer, but I'm only running one computer right now. So I muted you guys. That's what happened. I'm sorry, Sean, please go ahead.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm Sean. I play 9, the human paladin, who seems to be getting a little bit closer to the party these days. We'll see what else happens.
Thank you. All right. I'm thrown now. I'm so thrown. Nikki.
Hey everybody, I'm Nikki. I play Denny, the Tiefling Bard, if you couldn't tell. I'm excited to find out what's going on this game. I'm hoping to kill some baddies, so we'll find out.
Mm-hmm. Lovely. Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I play Whimsy, the Tiefling Warlock, and I'm a little worried for us as we get into this, but hopefully we'll come out all right. We'll at least make it to the finale.
I mean, I can never guarantee anything in this game because, like, second game, somebody died to goblins. It is... I can't guarantee, but we're going to see what we can do. Sarah.
Hey, my name is Sarah. I'll be playing Graja Rage Rock, the half-orc barbarian, she, her, for both of us. And Graja is ready for a glorious battle. It's been a while since she's served some head cake, so let's go.
Oh, I miss head cake. Oh, I forgot about head cake. Najra.
Hey everyone, I'm Najra. I play Jart, the Fire Genasi monk. She, they for both of us, and she's excited to finish this entire adventure.
Okay, so let's see. Thank you, Steve. I completely forgot to do that. Put everybody's names in the chat. And my name is Sarah, and I'll be your DM Let's get into it. When last we met, which was 2 weeks ago for us, because we had filmed a little bit early, but for the last episode that everybody saw, our heroes had gone back to the old owl well to have a little bit more of a discussion with their friend Hamoncoast, the wizard. And that discussion ended with 9 executing him after they found a very specific and ancient laboratory of the magical, the arcanist who had created the magical aura around this place. It was a laboratory that was hidden in the well itself. So as our heroes went down there, that is what they found. And at least one of our heroes found a little bit more than they bargained for, as Denny went to grab all of the goodies and trinkets and found something among those trinkets themselves. Nine and Garaja buried the bodies of the zombies who were previously citizens of the villages and towns along the Sword Coast and put them to peace. And after a night's rest and a quick droop retrieval from Coneyberry, they headed towards Cragmaw Castle, stopping in to see Viessa and leaving her a note about where they were going. They find themselves outside of the castle itself, waiting to see what mysteries uncover. And that's where we are. So my friends, you're outside. What are you doing?
I'm trying to remember the exact scouting that we had done the last time.
Our plan was that
To
Droop
go
would
inside.
get in and then
That's
open
right.
the door when no one was watching.
Okay.
And
But he has not as of yet been deployed, so to speak.
No.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So we checked around and it's mostly there's only one door working that we've seen and a lot of like rubble and spaces around.
What time of day is it currently?
It is currently like, I think we had said kind of lunchtime. Like there was suspicion that maybe there was some like fighting. Remember, there was small goblins, young goblins had been paired up against owlbears to do some kind of blood sport matches, but none of that seems to be going on right now. That might be an evening leisure activity. So during the day, the castle ruins themselves seem quite quiet.
Okay. So I think if we're all kind of congregated in this group here, Garaja's just gonna kind of look around and she's gonna like, if Droop is on her shoulders or wherever he is, she's gonna like put him down and she's gonna like kneel down to Droop and be like,
"Okay, buddy. Are you ready to do this?"
And you see him take like a breath and tighten up the laces around his armor that you just bought him. He's like, "I can do this. I got this. I can open the door for you."
"I know you can, and you're a warrior now, just like me. I know you're gonna make me proud."
And he gives you like a very tight hug. And there's just this moment that when he's snuggled into you, that you feel this just little bit of shiver, this little bit of tremor. There is a bit of anxiousness of him.
Certainly.
He wants to do this thing. That's the right thing to do. But also these were the same people who kind of treated him really awfully. So there is that bit of nervousness of what if I'm not good enough, or what if I can't actually do this? But gives you a very tight hug, and then takes a deep breath and hands you his crossbow and starts making his way.
Before he makes his way, Nine's gonna
Yeah.
walk over to Droop and Graja, and he's kind of gonna lay his hands on both of them, and he's gonna cast Bless on Nine, Droop, and Graja.
Okay. Bless only lasts like a minute, right?
Yeah. Damn. How long is it gonna take him to get in this?
You don't know. That really hasn't been discussed.
All right. Well, then Nine doesn't do that then.
Okay. Is there a different thing? There are other, I don't know what you have prepared. There are other spells like Aura of Vitality that are like 8 hours.
No, I don't have any.
But you
of
might
that,
not
so.
have that. You might not be there yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So anybody else have anything else to do? As
He's gonna remind Droop that if he's not back in an hour, they are coming in after him, guns blazing, essentially. Like, with everything we've got, we're coming in after you if you're not out in an hour. We won't leave
Okay.
you in there.
And he nods very stoically, like he's got this. He's really setting himself against the nerves that he's feeling. And he goes up and he gives Gary and Ferdinand and Kyle a big scratch behind the ears. He's a little bit closer to Beryl, and so he gives Beryl like a good hug, and then walks his way up the stairs. And you see him pause here on the stage for just a moment and turn back and look at you. And then like about face, and he walks into the space. Sarah, I will not put you in a position where you have to roll to determine his fate if you don't want that responsibility. I can have everybody make a roll, or I can make the rolls.
I mean, I don't know. I'll defer to the table, I suppose, but I wouldn't mind. I mean, I could take responsibility. I mean, he did like imprint on Graja, like
Okay.
that was the whole origin story, so it makes sense. I understand that it could have. I'm aware it could have a sad outcome. I'm okay.
I
with
mean,
that.
he imprinted on Graja, but he didn't imprint on Sarah. And so I don't want to cause emotional damage if this goes
Listen.
horribly. Do you know what I'm saying?
DM.
I have thickened my skin over this campaign, so don't worry about me. I got this.
All right.
The emotional damage.
Sean.
Instead of doing Bless, could I do protection from evil and good? It lasts like 10 minutes.
Absolutely, you can. Yeah, protection from good and evil. And what does that do? Read me that spell.
Punish by one willing creature you touch is protected from certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Protects, grants several benefits from creatures. Those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target can be can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. If the target is already charmed or frightened or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on saving throws against the effects.
Okay, I am just looking something up. Was monstrosity in that list of things that have?
I do not believe so.
Fae,
It says-
undead, abyssal.
Yeah, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Okay. Perfect. Sarah, as do you guys want me to narrate for you what Droop is doing?
Yes,
I'm happy to do that.
I do. I want to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Droop this is like a mini game. I love this idea. Droop enters himself in and immediately kind of like takes this little posture of little scared Droop like he used to be, and just kind of like tries to keep himself out of anybody's attention. And he walks into the first room, and there is a bunch of hobgoblins that are sleeping and snoring. Give me a stealth check, Sarah. Just roll me a d20. His stats aren't great. He's a baby. Just roll me a d20.
Yep. Rolling. Let me just check my sheet here.
Not your stealth. His
not
stealth.
myself. Right.
So just tell me what the d20 is.
8.
An 8. As he's walking in, it's the first time that he's seen hobgoblins since you all saved him. And he has this little like shiver and accidentally kicks over a bucket. You guys don't necessarily hear this. And one of them stirs and looks at him and snarls something at him. And he squeaks and just bows and yes, of course. I right away, I'll get that for you. And he scurries away around the corner into a kitchen area. And in this kitchen area is many people. This is like a cafeteria style setting. And he doesn't, well, give me another stealth check. Let's see, or give me a performance check, actually. So you're going to roll a d20 and we're going to see how well he can perform just being part of the crew.
I believe in you, Droop.
I am immediately regretting my decision to make these rolls. Immediate regret. That's a 3.
A 3. He makes it most of the way through the room before he hears, "Hey you, where'd you get such pretty armor?" And he turns around and he's like, it would just, I found it. And he kind of stammers and stumbles over his words. And this massive bugbear goes lumbering towards him, picking him up by the strings that are under the side of like his armpit and dangling him in front of his face. And he says, "Well, that's very, very smart looking. Might give you an advantage against them owlbears. We've not seen that before. All right, you're coming with me." And he starts to lumber away with Droop. Give me one last roll to see if Droop can evade the grapple, the restraint that this guy has on him, and get away.
Okay.
So this is one last roll.
D20. Please, D20. I'm begging
I
you
will
here.
sacrifice a goat if it's necessary.
It's not necessary.
I will sacrifice something.
I will do it.
How is this possible? I rolled another
No!
3.
Denny, why didn't you give him inspiration?
It wouldn't work. It only lasts for like a minute.
Last 10 minutes. Inspiration.
Wow.
Several tense minutes go by for you all outside. 3 minutes. 5 minutes. 7 minutes. 10 minutes. 12 minutes.
This is taking too long. I don't
15
have a good
minutes.
feeling.
20 minutes.
Maybe he's just scouting. Maybe he's just looking around.
At 20 minutes.
Yeah, 9's Nancy.
Yeah.
25
just
minutes.
Not say anything, just like face set in stone,
And
just like
in those 20 minutes, like while that happens, are there any other patrols coming out of the door? Because they were running like different patrols from this door.
Right. One had left about 15, 20 minutes before Droop went in. It's been about maybe 45 minutes now since you last saw a patrol come in and out, but you know from kind of scouting that they can take up to a couple of hours. And a large patrol had come in maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours ago with like 2 big boar. So, you know, you're not sure. It could be at least another hour before another group comes through.
I don't like this, guys. He's taking too long. Like,
25
We
minutes.
told him he had an hour. We
Yeah.
told him he had an hour.
but it's 25 minutes, and this thing is not that big. Like, the building is not that big.
I think we need to have faith in Droop. We just need to give him a little bit more time.
We have to wait. That was the plan, was 1 hour, and we have no idea what he might be encountering in there. So we just have to give him the maximum amount of time, and then as soon as that's up, we can go in.
35 minutes.
Are we
40?
committed to the hour? Definitely.
Maybe he's got a plan. We don't want to interrupt him if he's doing something.
45 minutes. 50 minutes.
We're gonna wait the hour. We're gonna wait, or if any of the people from the patrol comes in and out or out. If anyone comes in and out, Jard's gonna take a chance towards the door. Otherwise, I think we're gonna wait for the hour.
Okay. Who is watching for the door?
I mean,
Oh.
I feel like Graja is as well because there's
Well,
nothing else
so-
to do.
So watching for the door versus like watching around you to see if there's patrols coming or
Oh.
going.
Okay.
So if you're watching the door, give me a roll. Give me a perception check. If you're watching for patrols, give me a perception check. Whimsy, tell me what the wolves are doing.
The wolves are running patrol around the whole castle. So they're like looping around, scouting the entire perimeter.
Is it not 20 for a total of 24? For perception for the door.
Sarah.
I'm just like baffled. I rolled another 8, so I've rolled 2 8s and 2 3s. Like statistically, what is the fuck?
Graja is so nervous for Droop right now. You remember the first time, not much older than he, when your group sent you out to go do some hunting or, you know, going on your first thing that you had to do as part of your, as part of the coming of age for your tribe. You were not much older than Droop is. And you remember how terrified you were and how unprepared you felt. And there is these moments of almost kind of reliving these bad experiences that you had that you're gonna have to shake as you're so worried for Droop. 9, what'd you roll? A 4. Okay. Denny?
Oh, sorry, I was.
You don't
distracted.
have to roll. I was sorry. I was just curious if you had rolled to watch for something.
I did. Hold on. Yep. Okay, that's a nat 1, so I see absolutely nothing.
A nat 1. That's your third nat 1 in like 10 rolls, Nikki.
Yep.
Um,
Love it.
for perception because you roll those at disadvantage now.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Whimsy, you at about 55 minutes, you hear from the far side of the castle from where you are. And this howl of alarm goes out from the far side of the castle.
Is he saying anything specific, like the kind of danger? Or is it literally just to be like, ah?
More like a like somebody yelling medic or help. Like immediate assistance needs to be rendered here.
That's not good. Whimsy immediately starts making his way there as stealthily as he can so as to not draw too much attention. Let's roll a stealth. And hope I don't follow the current trend of really low rolls.
All right. Whimsy, give me a stealth check, please.
I'm trying. My incredibly slow dice.
Is anybody going with Whimsy?
I want to, but I have disadvantage.
But like, does Whimsy let us know, or Whimsy just like stands up and leave?
His head sort of perks up and he translates what they said. So he's like medic and then walks.
And with my 24 at the
Particularly
door,
stealthy.
nothing
In
has
fairness,
changed.
Whimsy is bright orange, so stealth really isn't his.
Well,
That's fair. With your 24 at the door, it's not at the door that draws your attention, but it's at these two murder holes that you see the flint or the glint of something poke out ever so quickly and pull back in. It looked to you like an arrow tip.
I think they know we are here. I think it's best if we all move.
Might be a good idea.
Okay, which way are we going? What's the plan of attack?
Let's help the wolves. If they found the patrol there, it means we can try to fake it. I don't know, like they've helped us, we gotta help them kind of thing.
should we keep someone at the door just to see if Drew comes back out? Or should we all go over that way?
Do you want me to stay?
Whimsy's already gone.
I mean, I guess I can stay, but I want to be able to protect all of you as well.
I can stay.
I think Nine's gonna head out and try to chase Whimsy down.
Okay, 9 and Whimsy are going. Denny, you going or staying?
I'm gonna go.
All right, so we have Whimsy, Denny, and 9. Jart, you staying or going?
I'm gonna stay back.
Okay, Graja?
Worst case
Raja is
scenario.
gonna go to the wolves.
Okay. Sarah, and you don't have to be the one to roll this if you don't feel like it. I need somebody to roll me a droop die, please.
I can roll.
Yeah, someone else take a turn because it's
I just
sad
hope it's
times
not
right now.
bad.
Hey, I won't hold it against you, seriously.
Well, it's an 8 It's like the droop
What the
age.
fuck?
That
phase.
is legit my like unlucky number, like IRL, and I'm being
Yeah.
haunted by my bad luck right now.
Okay. As
I'll take the next roll.
you all come around the corner. So Sarah, I don't know if you want to zoom out a little bit, but as you all come
will.
around this corner, there is this murder hole right here, this slit in the wall. And you hear from inside Droop scream in pain as the wolves are all standing there with their back fur ruffled, growling loudly.
Is there
Well-
a door quite close to where this is?
You would know because the wolves had scouted that along the back here, there is an entrance.
Yeah, Nine's making a beeline for that entrance.
Okay.
What is
I added.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead, Sarah.
What is the you have said in description of this area that it's kind of like crumbly, in bad shape? Like, could I like Kool-Aid Man through a wall? Or could I
There
smash
are-
it?
I mean, first off, you can try anything. There are definitely areas that are clearly like rubble piles. So like I've made more of it seeable up here at the top that are just very clearly rubble piles.
But right here is more kind of still solid wall.
Seems to be a bit more solid, correct?
Okay.
Can
I
I
mean,
see in the
you
Not
could
a-
try to like get something in and make that is a very narrow slit that is really designed for archers to shoot out of without really being able to take much damage. So
Yeah.
Whimsy,
you
you gotta.
see into the inside at all.
this is the slit is about
It's like this wide.
10 feet off the ground. Remember that this is all like a raised, the castle itself has like 6 feet of stone as a base before like the floor begins really. And there are multiple areas where it's clear like you have to climb up to reach those spaces.
And
so-
usually those lids outside, like towards your side, they're just like this wide. They're
Right.
not like that wide.
Yeah, from the viewer, from inside, they're a little bit wider so that you could angle a shot. But from the outside, they're quite narrow.
Rasha?
Okay.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Do I hear
Rasha,
the
How
droop
convinced are
scream?
you that you can throw me high enough that I can see in the window so I can misty step in? I need to be able to see inside in order to misty step in, and then Droop would at least have someone there with him.
Okay.
And you guys can
Before you do that, because if you just go into this room, you might die. Why don't we cause a distraction at the door first, so that
Did
they
I-
might leave and go
Did
deal
I
with that?
hear the droop scream with my very high passive perception? So
I would say
19?
because of how big this area is around, that it would have been I'll let you roll for it, but it's almost going to take a natural 20 to get there.
Let's try. Nope. It ain't happening.
You are very focused on that door because if Droop even comes near it, you want to be able to hot step your way in there, sprint like step of the wind your way into that door and provide immediate assistance as needed. You don't hear Droop scream.
Has it been an hour?
At this point, I would say, yeah, it's been an hour.
Whimsy's
Right.
going in, guns blazing. Graja, throw me.
Okay, before you do that,
Upsies.
let's
Upsies.
go cause a distraction at the door. I can cast a spell that makes a big noise so that they think somebody's trying to break in, so that they all rush to try and defend the door. And then you can just go bamf into the room and deal with whatever's in there, right? Does that work?
Okay, yeah.
I don't
Distraction
want you
first.
to die too.
All right.
No one is allowed to die.
While
today.
you do that, get Jart while you're there. Meanwhile, I'm climbing on Raja's shoulders and getting
Send one of
myself
the wolves. Send one of the wolves to alert Raja, or to alert. Oh my God! Hi, Abigail. Can I
Jart.
help you? Thank you.
I'm here.
To alert Jart, and then we'll go to the door. Nine's already on his way. I gotta go stop him.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Garage is like,
Okay, so then I wait till I hear the distraction, and then I throw Whimsy.
Yes.
Wait till distraction comes, and then if you listen and you hear some like movement, like someone maybe leaving, then throw Whimsy. But don't throw him too soon, because if they see him while they're still in the room, it might be bad.
Okay.
All right.
and Garage is
am
like
going
adjusting
to-
Whimsy like on her shoulders, like to sit in a comfortable position.
All right, and Denny's gonna book it after 9 to the door.
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna get everybody to roll initiative.
I'm scared of my dice.
Yeah. Whimsy looks down at Raja and he's like, with or without that distraction you're throwing me. I gave him my
Oh.
word that we're going in after an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Now it's a fucking good roll. It's a nat 20, so 23.
Same.
Oh,
Not 20 for 23.
shit.
All right.
This is what we call coin dice. They roll really shitty or really good. Nothing in
Yep.
between.
9, what did you roll?
6.
Graja.
10.
Whimsy.
I
All right. I rolled for the wolves just because I know that your dice sometimes are slow.
Very
Chart and then Denny on deck. The wolves will be right after that. Chart, what are you doing? As you see 9 and Denny come racing towards you, and clear this corner. I'll say this is where we'll start initiative. You see 9
Oh.
come running around the corner. Not even
Okay.
9. Are you even trying to be stealthy? Or are you just hauling ass?
Is this spot open? Like, is this
It's-
rubble?
It is rubble, but it's not open. You could try to climb it. There is a good chance that it will make a lot of noise as you do so, because it is just very
Yeah,
loose
very
and very
rubbly.
tall. So it's, athletics at disadvantage, and it's going to make noise. Like dope monk shit. If anybody's going to climb it, if anybody's going to have the closest chance to climb it, it's going to be you.
How high is it?
I would say it is about 15-ish, maybe 20 feet high
Okay,
at its
very
peak.
high. Okay, no. So what I'm going to do is, since I can deflect missiles, and I know they were kind of peeking out here, I'm gonna run towards the door on this side, basically hoping for them to try to shoot me and cover everyone else from the arrows.
Okay. All right. Are you going to hold any actions?
No one shoots me while I run? Like,
You're not
depends on
close
that.
enough to draw opportunity attack.
Oh no, but like I didn't know if they were prepared inside to attack us.
You know what? Are you trying to be seen? You're not trying to be stealthy.
Yeah,
You
no,
are
I'm not-
trying to draw
yeah.
it. Yeah, an arrow. What's your AC?
It's 17.
Yeah, an arrow does come striking towards you.
Okay. So this is the right die? No, it's not the right die. Know your die, people. So it's does it make more than 15 damage?
No, it's an arrow. No.
Okay, so I grab it in the air, flip it, and throw it back.
All right.
I don't think I'm gonna hit them because they're probably full coverage with the thingy. Yeah, no, I don't hit them, so it hits
Okay.
the wall.
But it does, it is an impressive display at the very least as you do that. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, waiting, knowing that they're gonna probably send people out of the door, I am going to hold a burning hands.
Okay.
Aimed, and I'm gonna step here so they can't get
Right
out.
underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have to go through me.
Okay. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Denny.
Okay. I thought it was the other door, so my plan is not what I thought it was.
You can do whatever you want. Like, you don't have to follow my step on the door, but I just knew you were gonna be seen either way.
No, I
stealthing.
was going to go to the opposite door to try and lure everybody away from there. So I'm just gonna move myself back over here where I was.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
And at the
So
back
we'll say
door,
that's where you get at the start of your turn. That's where you're starting your turn from.
Okay.
Okay.
So at the back door, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion.
Mhm.
And make it sound like someone is screaming to break down that door with the beating of drums.
Okay. Lovely. And just a huge war noise erupts from that side door as the wolves kind of stop for a second, just to kind of understand what's going on, because they don't see anything, but they can very clearly hear it. Give me a performance check to see how fucking intimidating you make this.
Nice. That's going to be a 29.
Oh, yes. You, even though it is, Sarah, even though it is a minor illusion, there is this sense of urgency of, my friends are truly in danger. This has not gone well for us in the past. And really, for the first time, almost, leaning in battle to your bardic ability, as opposed to trying to do melee or range damage. You really lean into this arcane power that flows through you, and you summon more than the sum of its parts. You summon what sounds like an entire tribal war chant of an opposing orc group. Like some of the songs that you hear Graja sing as she's like doing dishes, and like she's just kind of humming quietly to herself, but because they're in orcish, they sound super fucking imposing.
Like German opera. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, and it's very, very effective. You have definitely oh yeah, and they're thick as shit. You have drawn some attention for sure. Love it. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm also just going to try and like shrink myself up against a wall as much as I can, just to kind of out of sight at least a little bit.
Okay.
I know there's a murder hole like right above me, so just kind of like.
But it's well above you. Like it's a good 10 feet up. So cool. Okay. What are our wolves doing?
Whimsy will glance at the wolves, nod towards the door where Jard is, and say, "Protect the cub," and send them running to probably the only door they can actually get in. I don't think they're going to be climbing rubble.
Okay, and so they can get in this door here in front of the sound if you want them to.
I don't think I want them going where Denny's drawing everyone
Okay.
to.
So which door do you want them to go to?
They're going to Jart.
Okay,
Alright,
so they
we're
can
moving.
make it, if they were about here, 5, 10, 15, 20, what's their movement?
Their movement is just 40 feet.
Oh, lovely. So they make it like a good fair way towards, oh, Kyle, he looks just a little bit different. They make it a good fair way towards Jart. Jart, you hear the thundering steps of these wolves come racing towards you. Graja, you're going to be on deck. Is there anything, I guess that was action and movement for them to try and get as far as they could? Okay.
It's their full thing. They're not going to try and climb into a murder hole, so that's pretty much all they have.
That's fair. That's fair. Whimsy and Graja standing right there at the base of the thing. Graja, give me a perception check. Whimsy, what languages do you speak?
Okay.
Whimsy speaks Common, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Okay. And Graja, what was your perception check?
And Animal.
Yeah, and wolf.
12.
And wolf.
12. You hear a muffled voice issuing out commands in Goblin. Like you do understand Goblin. It's a little bit like, you know, the difference between like Castilian Spanish and like Latin American Spanish, but you understand that some commands are being issued from inside this room. Seemingly whoever it is obviously in charge and not panicked, but there is a sense of urgency to their command. Can whoever would like to make the next droop roll? Can you make me?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think that's Nikki.
Yeah. Let's roll.
That's gonna be a natty 20, boys.
Yes!
Nice.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Sweet Jesus.
Thank the gods,
Okay.
the old and the new ones,
Yeah.
all of them
Thank
together.
Jesus who arose on this day.
Yeah.
It's
This
an
is the
Easter
only-
miracle for Drew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You hear, let's see, Graja, you very clearly, with a booming voice of command that you didn't even know Droop could summon, you hear him say, "My whole tribe is here to avenge me. Let me go or you will die." And he just like gives this performance, like he just gives her.
That's my boy.
You also hear in that moment another voice that is like clearly somebody who is not a native speaker. They have a just, you know, it's very like white Spanish, you know what I'm saying? Like, hola, ¿cómo estás? You know what I'm saying?
It hurts so
Um,
bad.
That hits home so hard.
I bet.
I try to make it relevant to my players, okay? You hear somebody in Goblin say, our patron will not be happy if you lose this site as you've lost the other one. You better shore up your defenses. And then Graja, you're on deck. Or Graja, you're up. And then Nine's on deck. Whimsy's after that.
Okay, so Graja has taken in all of this information, and she like kind of like looks up at Whimsy, and I assume like I've heard the drums of the minor illusion and all these other things.
Oh yes.
So I'm like, I feel secure. Graja feels secure that things have started to pop off now. So
right.
So she looks up at Whimsy.
All right, are you ready?
Whimsy nods and sort of goes from sitting on her shoulders to like crouching, ready to jump up and look in the window.
Yeah, this is gonna be like style like when I was a kid and in the lake, and my dad would put his hands under my feet and just zoop you up into the air. That's the vibes
Perfect.
I'm giving right now.
Okay,
Just
so
now
you're
gonna do
going
this.
Lance in that
to-
murder hole.
So
Oh.
you're holding your action to lift Whimsy up at the appropriate time, because you will have to go on Whimsy's turn. So you are holding your action to do this.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay, so is there a bonus action that you want to do before that so that you don't lose your bonus action?
Yeah. Let me see. I'm not.
Like rage is a bonus action. I'm just throwing that out there.
What? Right, I know that, but I guess I worry that if I start the rage and then I end this turn and I don't attack anybody, it's like the penalty. Is that not?
Yeah,
Just
but if
hit
you chuck
yourself.
Wimpy at a wall, that counts, right?
That's but like rage. but like but also rage gives you advantage on strength.
Strength checks.
Ah,
Yeah, jeez, that's true.
I'm sure Whimsy
So-
won't mind if you smack him in the ass real hard. That'll count.
I mean, it
Might like it.
says your rage ends early if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. I guess I could
mean,
do a
does
Dr.
emotional
House and
damage
like ram my shit into the wall.
Perfect.
Or you can use three rages. Like this is the final
Or
battle. This
maybe-
is all in.
Yeah.
Maybe on your strength check, you roll a natural 1 and Whimsy falls on your head and you take damage. Like, then you're still raging.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Or
okay,
maybe
then
you punch the wall in frustration because you're so like
I'm so mad
mad.
and scared. Okay, sure. So then for my bonus action, I will engage my rage. And
All right.
I think it's just like it's one of those that really like starts from the feet and just goes all the way up. Just like in this like crackling wave of all of her muscles tensing, thinking about Droop and the danger that is currently happening, and the fallen half-orc family, just trying to summon all of that to make this the most glorious battle and a triumphant victory.
Okay. And you're holding your turn.
Correct.
You're holding your action. 9.
Where am I? Oh, I'm at the
You're
south
down at the
entrance.
bottom. Yeah. Heading, the wolves just ran past you. You see Jart there, standing with her hands on fire, ready to light it up.
Okay, we don't see anybody yet. All right, I think 9's just gonna stick close to that wall and make it as close to that entrance door as he can. So let's see. So what, that would be 50 and then 10 more. Yeah. I guess he's just gonna make it right there by Jart.
Yeah. You stand shoulder to shoulder, balancing your shield with its new enchantment on it, blocking so that there is no way somebody is coming down those stairs without going through you and Jart. And you are primed and ready like a wound spring, ready to jump forward in the event that door opens. You are Kool-Aid Man crashing through that thing and anybody else who stands in your way.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my turn.
Whimsy comes down to you.
Getting thrown.
Graja, make me a strength check, which you get advantage
I
on.
get advantage, yes indeed.
Whimsy, give me a perception check to see if you can really quickly see inside this room.
Oh God,
Strength.
this whole plan's going to. You might need to throw me like 3 times. Please, dice. Please, slow-mo dice.
Oh, okay. I am so sorry. I was looking in the wrong place on D&D Beyond. Okay, here we go.
Do I have inspiration?
That's a
I do.
23.
Oh, baby.
You get tossed in a way that is like when you're watching cheerleaders and it looks like they're just going in slow motion because of the elegance of which the toss happens. Make yourself a perception check there, Whimsy.
I did. It's a 6.
A 6. You see the tiniest sliver of a spot in there. It is a mostly dark room, but you do see a space inside there if you want to cast it. I will say, because you know what? I'm going to let you roll it at advantage because Graja rolled so high on that strength check.
So I got a look going up past it and then coming back down.
Yeah.
That's right.
Slow-mo die, go. Roll something higher than a 10. Please. God, why are my dice so slow? I need a new laptop so bad. A 7. It's better by 1.
Hey.
Your perception is okay. You know what?
I
will say-
I rolled a 3 and a 4.
If you are you casting the spell and I get to
He's
determine where you're going.
He does not care where he's going. He told the group he would be there in an hour, and he will be there in an hour, guns blazing, everything he's got. He is a man of his word, and he's getting his boy. Misty step.
You find yourself in smacking against the far end wall, taking 4 points of damage
Accept.
as you slam into this wall, kind of trying to point your Misty Step as best you can. And you find yourself at with a very startled looking wolf. It almost looks like Kyle's twin. Like he's bigger than Gary and Beryl and Ferdinand. He is bigger like Kyle is. And maybe even meaner than Kyle was when you first saw him.
Is that the only one left in the room?
Sorry, you see as you make a very quick scan. I tell you what, if I tell you what else is in the room, that's the end of your turn. You can't do anything. So if you were going to do something with the wolf as a bonus action, I can let that happen. Otherwise, I can describe the rest of the room to you.
Whimsy will make eye contact with the wolf and be like, "Hello, brother. Do you like meat?" Because he just stocked up on he just stocked up in Coneyberry on all the food for the wolves.
You're like, we've come to reach you about your car's extended warranty. You just like teleport into this room and
Bounce
only
off.
talk to this wolf, like completely ignoring what else is going on in this room. All right. Make me a persuasion check. Let's see how good this DC is high.
This is
And
like-
I'm rolling low, so this is going to be interesting. Come on, Whimsy, you're good with animals, not with people. It increases the drama so much watching my dice roll in slow motion.
It really does. It's
Another 3. How is it so many 3s today?
yeah,
that's a
I
six.
rolled 2 as well.
I rolled a 3. I have rolled 4 3s today.
Okay.
It's because
my-
Jesus rose on the third
Yeah,
day,
Holy
obviously.
This is my fault because I've pulled out some new dice that rolled bad for me last night and I'm putting them away. I'm putting them out of sight of my computer. It's on me because I pulled out the maple leaf dice. That's on me. I'm putting them away. Okay. You're like, oh, are you hungry, sir? what may I serve you? Be our guest. You're very like Lumiere in this moment. And you're also just bleeding from like the broken nose that you have. And the wolf,
Somehow the message is that I am the food.
something like that. Let's see. I need to get this wolf on the turn counter. This wolf is here. Okay.
Is this episode the most Phandalin by night thing that's ever happened? This is like
Yeah.
Phandalin by night.
Yeah.
This
Like
is
all
it.
of the chaos of one season in just one episode.
That's right. Exactly.
Dying as he lived, being a hot mess.
You don't see. You hear movement behind you, Whimsy, as somebody walks across the room. You hear the smack of a humanoid face. Somebody smacking somebody else and saying, give me the map now. And just like a painful, like not pathetic, but like you feel a lot of empathy for whoever just got hit, and they are just whimpering and weeping quietly to themselves. Can you, yeah. All right. Jart. Denny.
Oh, it's me.
Sorry, we're
No
back
one-
up to the top. Jart and Denny.
No one came through the door?
No. Oh, you know what? I did not actually roll for like the initiatives of all the other dudes. I apologize for that. Okay,
No
where
worries.
did these guys go? Did they go before or after Denny? Oh, definitely after Denny. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of people in this here castle.
A lot of things going on.
And we split the party 4 ways.
Yeah. This
Fine.
is our
It works for the
our-
Scooby Gang all the time, guys. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
The important thing is Droop's not alone and he knows we came for him.
Okay.
We could have
These-
yelled that from outside. We would have done the same thing.
He's not alone. Like, I'm actually in the room with him.
Yeah, and then we're all scared about that.
Mm.
Like I was gonna make the
Watch me
joke.
die.
I was gonna make the joke at the beginning, like, "Hey guys, I promise I won't die today," but I don't think Whimsy can make that promise now. Like,
you hear Jart well before your turn. Okay. You hear, do you speak Goblin?
no.
You hear orders being shouted, and you do hear somebody at the door moving something. So you don't know whether they're barricading it or getting ready to like unlatch it, but you do hear movement happening.
Okay, and I get to my turn, and no one has come out. And I'm gonna look at 9 and be like, I feel we picked the wrong door, and I am going to release, like before my turn, I'm going to release the burning hands.
Okay.
To do the damage to the door.
Okay. Love that.
So I don't know if the door's saved. No, so it's, oh, this is bad. So it's 9 points of damage, and the door is on fire.
Okay, this is a large iron door.
Oh, okay.
But there are and that's on me. I should have specified that. So let me say this now before you make your turn. This is an iron door. There is a like lock mechanism on the front. So potentially with enough heat, something potentially could happen to it. Whether or not that's your particular type of heat, you're not sure,
Yeah.
or I don't know if you have thieves tools.
Yeah, that's not my thing. No, I'm like I'm releasing the burning hand just because I had it prepared, and if I don't
Sure.
use it, I'm
Okay,
gonna
and
lose
sorry,
it
how
kind
much
of
damage
thing.
was that?
So that was 9 points of damage to the
Okay,
door.
roll me a dexterity check to see how well you aim that burning hands.
Oh, that's good. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You noticing that the door itself has not come open yet, you try to shape this burning hands charge so that it heats up like the lock mechanism, hoping to maybe like melt some internals to get through. You do see that the door is glowing brightly, and you hear somebody say something from the inside.
Okay, let's try nothing. And for my actual turn, I am going to yeah. Well, I'm gonna go like up the steps of the stair.
Okay.
And I am trying to take the door out. I am going to cast Fist of Unbroken Air. So I'm gonna just like gather my key in my arm and throw a fist at the door.
Okay.
And that's 3d10 bludgeoning damage.
Make me a, yeah, you know what? Go ahead.
So
You're
there goes
spending
my
2
30.
key points on this?
Yeah, I spend 2 key points and I make 3d10 points of damage against the door. So that's 13.
Your fist of unbroken wind smacks into the door, and the wind and the air that whips up around it stokes the fire that is eating away at the lock mechanism, and you hear a and the door starts to hinge open. It does come outwards towards you. It doesn't go into the building, but you have broken the lock mechanism. Using 2 key points in a spell. Absolutely, you broke that lock mechanism.
Yeah, so that's 10 feet. Okay, I'm gonna flavor-wise kick the door open. Just like finish opening the door.
All right, let me get this open for you. You slam open the door and you see a surprised and unhappy hobgoblin in kind of a full leather armor. This is different than what you had seen before, where the bugbears wore like the really cool shoulder brace. This guy is wearing more sturdy armor, and he is there looking a little bit surprised at you.
Okay. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna do some stupid shit because I don't know.
Yes.
Being this like super narrow space and knowing that Nine and the wolves come behind me, I'm gonna try to run through the guy's legs to try to or jump or like can I move like let me try mark. Can I move here and then here kind of thing? Or it's like he's locking the space.
Give me a dexterity check.
Okay. Yeah, like
He's
I want to
an
end up
imposing dude.
I want to end up behind him in some way. So it's not that good. It's a 9.
So you make it to here, and
Okay.
the surprise has worn off, and he body checks you into this area right behind you is a door that he has body checked you into, and it creaks against your weight. But while you're standing there, it cannot open because it opens out and you are blocking it right now.
All right. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna spend 1 more key point to use patient defense.
Okay.
And I'm gonna yell, 9, there's someone here waiting for you.
Setting 9 up on a blind date is a good way to end that turn. We love that. Denny,
So
what are
here
you up
for
to?
it.
Okay. I would like to move a little bit closer over here. Can I see the doorway from this vantage point?
It's not a doorway. It's just that the rubble has been cleared at this space.
Perfect.
So
Radical, okay.
so that's like here, the rubble, like you can see there's like a path where the rubble has been cleared.
Okay. Do I see any signs of movement?
From where
Or
you are
hear
right now,
any signs of movement?
it would be very difficult to do so because this rubble pile is quite tall. If you were to come stand over here, yeah, you could definitely see in there.
It's as far as I can move.
And then the wolves are on
Okay.
deck and Graja's after that.
Okay, well, that is as far as I can move. So what I will do is gonna cast Minor Illusion again and make it sound like there's even more people.
Are these
coming.
concentration spells? If you cast it, does it drop the other one?
Says cast at will.
And there's not a C, it's not a concentration spell?
No, I don't see one.
I think it isn't.
Okay, great. Yeah, go ahead. You cast another one. And what does
Cool.
this one do?
So I would like to make it sound like there's like a cavalry about to pull up, just like clinking and clanking and horse hooves, guys with coconuts, just like in the background. Make it sound like a whole army is approaching.
Do you want to cast it at the entrance or do you want to cast it inside this room?
I would like to cast it just outside of this area. I want to try and lure them out.
So like over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a performance check. Let's see how good this is.
22.
22. From this deep, and I guess this goes along the theme of everything that we've been discovering in Phandalin by Night over the last year that we've been playing. Denny is starting to trust who they are. And Denny is starting to really love himself in a way, like Denny has always like loved himself, but you know, Denny actually like cares about himself and trusts himself at this point. And you, through this magical, while it's supposed to just be like a cacophony of noise, you manage to even summon out a particular voice that says, "Come and face me, you cowards." And like this one voice like calls out from this. And let's see if that does anything. Oh, that's a natural one. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn there, Denny?
I could hear Droop yell, right?
I would say, yeah, you heard Droop.
So I know the vague
yeah.
general location of where he is.
Yes.
So I would like to cast Bardic Inspiration as well. It's a creature within 60 feet that can hear me gains an inspiration die, a 1d8 for 10 minutes. So
and you're inspiring Droop?
Whoever rolls, yeah, I'm going to inspire Droop. So whoever rolls for Droop next, you can add a 1d8 to whatever you roll.
Inspired. Done. These guys, Jart, against the back of against your back, you hear a fierce beating on the door as somebody is trying to get through. Multiple somebodies. These all right, wolves.
The wolves are following those guys in.
The wolves are going to go in first before 9. It's fine. Just curious. It's a tight space. Give me a perception check for the wolves.
I was busy trying to plan Whimsy's next step. Oops. Perception.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah.
Right. Nat 20 plus 3, the best
Oh,
roll I
shit.
get all night, and that's the wolves knowing how to fight. They know pack
Yay.
tactics. The good
The
voice.
wolves are used to many members of your party at this point. And they take a look at 9, who's like in this moment of just zen, where like everything is quiet. There's probably classical music playing in his head as he is about to go into this beautifully choreographed, like Jackie Chan style, one long cinematic shot of action, all taken in one take. And they're like, we love this for him. There are other ways into this. And they just kind of take the initiative and go around. They get 80 feet. I have to move this over here. They get 80 feet, which brings them right around to the front where they see a small little pack of goblins trying to flee the castle.
They small droop-like goblins looking scared.
They are small droop-like goblins looking very scared. Yes, but they are also all armed.
Whimsy's last words to the wolves was protect the cub. And there's now a whole score of
They know what he
tiny-
smells like, though, surely.
They're I mean, they rolled a 23 for perception. First off, they know that this is not Droop. Droop
I know,
doesn't smell like goblins.
would they attack something that looks like Droop when they were told to protect the cub, and now they see like a whole bunch of other cubs and they're like, well, it's not my kid, but it's someone's kid.
Yeah, I mean, these are not cubs of your family. And wolves can be quite territorial. And these cubs, I don't know that they would maybe do finishing kills, but I think that they would definitely try to subdue any threats to their family. But you have another turn because it took all of their movement to get there.
Okay.
So you have another turn to decide.
See what the baby goblins do.
Graja and Whimsy. Whimsy, you hear somebody snarl something, and Graja, you very clearly hear, Grohl is no coward. Summon my fighters. We face them head on. And Whimsy, you hear a door open and then close. All right. Droop. Droop is restrained and hurt, badly hurt. And he is unable to move. Somebody roll me a check to see if he can get out of his. Sean, I think that's you. You're up. You get a D8 for inspiration. The way his mic is muted makes this seem so ominous.
Yeah, it's very scary.
You said that's a roll. It is a 10.
10 total?
Yeah.
Plus the D8.
Plus the D8. Droop is a baby, you guys. Droop stats are not fantastic. You guys are rolling in character for Droop so well, and I'm proud of you. I know it's hard. Droop, you hear, Whimsy, the struggle and clinking of chains as Droop is trying to get out of his things. And you hear him still very, very adamant, not even though he's in pain, he is here to do a mission. And he has this like Rambo-like focus of, yeah, I may not survive, but we're still going to fuck these guys up. And you hear him say, Graja, you hear him call out to you. 15 goblins, 4 bugbears, a leader, a drow, another captive. As he starts like relaying to you, he uses his action to relay to you the locations of where people are, and he starts to paint this picture. And that is how he spends his time. And because of that, I will reveal a large section of the castle that he saw in his trip.
There was a freaking draw. I knew it. I've known it since like game 4.
As Droop does that, Whimsy uses a free action to like make eye contact with him and be like, "You did good, Droop. You did good."
Okay.
Is this a wall or is there like somewhere?
The curvy thing is like a curtain that's hanging there.
Okay.
Okay. And he starts to tell you where everybody was when he came through an hour ago. So whether or not that's where they currently are, you're not totally sure, but he starts giving you information. And in this, like, he finds the strength inside of himself. Droop is the ultimate hero. Graja, as you hear all this, what are you doing? 9, you're on deck.
Okay, so this is tough. So she's trying to take in all of this information and like just absolutely mentally log it away as accurately as she can. And then I am going to use my turn to dash so I can double my movement speed.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move, so that gives me 16 squares. And so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, to go right here by Denny.
Okay.
That's as far as I can make it. I cannot go any further than that.
I'm just picturing Denny turning around and seeing Graja just full pelt just coming at him.
Yeah, the fastest I've ever moved, I'm pretty sure, that you've seen Graja move at any point in time. I don't suppose that... No, because it doesn't work with
Ask for it.
order.
Ask for it.
I don't suppose that Graja could just like come up like out of breath since she's right by Denny and just be like, "Hit me!" and have him slap her so I don't leave my rage yet. I know again that's out of like the initiative order.
You can hit yourself.
Yeah.
you do have a bonus action.
Okay.
Stuff.
I will say, like, if you that was very convincing slaps that you slapped yourself with there. Sarah, I will say, because we have that home rule where like you can take a potion on your bonus action.
Oh yeah.
I will let you like pierce the edge of your arm or thigh or something with your blade as a bonus action.
Okay, so in that case, I will just take my dagger and just sort of like the top of my thigh, just to keep myself going. Just,
Okay.
The most smallest.
Give me a constitution check to see how much the rage is taking over, like how deep you go with this.
Yeah.
Versus like how well you're able to just give yourself just enough to keep going, but not too much to actually hurt yourself.
Okay, so
Constitution
check. Okay. 11.
11. You take 2 points of damage as I don't even know that you feel it right now, but you take a couple points.
Maybe not.
You just pull it out like a little kid playing with a pocket knife and stabbing themselves with it. You might need stitches later, but there you go. Anything else you'd like to do? That seems like a full turn to me.
Yeah, that's gonna be it because I use my turn to dash. So
all right. Whimsy, immediately this froth and saliva dripping down the gigantic hairy jowls of this beast as it's looking at you, and it says, "Why you talk me?"
I'd rather talk you than fight you. As he says that, he is pulling out essentially a juicy steak from his bag.
It's going to do an insight check. You can roll either a deception or persuasion, depending on what you're trying to say.
Well, he's not lying. He would rather talk to him than fight him. And as far as anyone else in the room is concerned, Whimsy's just growling incoherently.
Yes.
Droop is concerned.
No, Droop's used to it.
I think Droop's probably seen Whimsy
True.
talk to the other wolves.
Oh, come on. 5.
A 5, but you're not lying.
I'm not.
And
I'm just not terribly persuasive.
but there is an honesty, a vulnerable honesty that comes through in this performance, because it's not a performance, it's just the truth. And you're not trying to, you're not trying to be a slick salesperson. You're not like a Wall Street bro. You love these wolves, and you know that they've been mistreated, and you want to grow your family if possible. There's definitely that aspect to Whimsy. And as you pull the stake out, the wolf says, "You pack? You have family?"
Many brothers.
And he sits down on his haunches, and grabs the steak from you and lays down and eats. He's not super crazy about you moving anywhere at the moment, but he's not going to attack you on this turn. You may have another ally, another brother here. You hear him in between bites say, "My name's Snarl."
Snarl. Carl it is.
Love it.
Nice to meet you, Carl.
He doesn't like to use people's real names. It's rude.
At this point, Graja and Denny, you start to see a couple of hobgoblins emerge and start to look for the source of the sound.
Perfect.
Let's see. 9. Last but not least, not even last, and also not least. It is time.
Well, 9's just gonna make his way in the door right after Jart. And seeing this hobgoblin here, he is just gonna attack him.
Go for it.
Could he petition for advantage since Jart's like right there?
Jart has been thrown against a door and is like holding it closed as people are trying to pound their way through it.
All right.
This is on you.
All right. Fuck it.
Uh-oh, Sean's swearing. It's real serious now.
Yeah.
18 to hit.
Never seen before.
18 is exactly what you needed.
Oh, fuck me.
Smite the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's gonna throw a smite on this.
All right.
So I can't never find my smite. Where's it at?
It's if it's level 1, it's to the 8, and 1
Yeah,
extra the 8 for
Yeah, it'll just be so. I'm just gonna roll it on here. That's a lot I'm doing.
And then Wednesday, you're on deck. And then Jart, you'll be after that. And I think we can get through one more round if we're very efficient.
There's not many things I can do.
So that's gonna be 19 points a
19.
day.
With your first swing coming through and just knowing where he's going to be, there is just this innate sense, especially as you and Jart have talked battle tactics a few times over like a campfire evening. You come in, clock Jart in the corner, see that she's clear enough back that you're not going to hurt her, and you just like one swing backhanded katana, slice this guy's head clear off his body and push him back like a good 10 feet. He just goes flying back, hitting the curtain in the back of this room, sliding down it, leaving like this bloody smear down the back of this curtain.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. And there's a door right there where Jart is.
There's a
Let's see.
door behind Jart.
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
holding it.
And how many move? Wait.
And there's a curtain. There's
a curtain right here
Right
where the
here.
hobgoblin is like lined up against.
All right, well, I guess I got 5 more feet, so I'll move up right behind Jart just so in case anybody comes this way.
Okay.
And bonus action. That's gonna be my turn.
I love it. Whimsy.
Whimsy, I have a question to ask about
Sure.
spells and spell components.
Okay.
I want to cast a spell that has components to it that I haven't specified that I have.
Are
That
they
seems-
components that have a like a cost to them, like 50 gold piece or whatever?
Yes.
What is it? What's the component that you're looking for?
A gilded flower worth at least 300 gold pieces. But flowers
Whimsy-
and stuff is something Whimsy tends to carry around with him.
Yeah.
However, he doesn't have money for 300. Although he might.
Were you rooting around in Daddy's backpack before this all kicked off?
I will say this. Whimsy has one real trinket of value that while Whimsy doesn't understand its like value in gold, Whimsy understands that this was something that first off just personally means a lot. The nanny who raised him as he was preparing to leave the Feywild gave him a very delicate like one of those orange flowers that looks like a hanging pumpkin lantern. Do you know what I'm talking about? And they come on like a vine and there's usually multiple of them. It is, the edges are dipped in the like rose gold of Oberon's court. It is maybe his most prized sentimental possession of his home. And if he would choose to use that in this moment, it would be consumed.
Well, he's gonna brush that through some of the blood from his nose, press it to the ground, and he's gonna summon a Fey. Don't go into battle alone.
And instantly you see the orange and the blood mixed together like a really weird kindergarten tempera paint and spread out over the flagstone and start to take form. And this paint that keeps going and going and going out of something that is small and finite lifts and raises and forms and coagulates. And there standing before you, you see the shape of your nanny.
Feel like he'd take objection to being called a nanny, but
Your Manny. Yep.
right.
Hell yeah.
Whimsy is aware it's not actually him.
Correct. But that is the sentimental connection. So that is the shape of this creature.
Well, then there is a 4-foot-tall satyr standing there holding a short sword ready to fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to,
I think it rolls initiative.
I am going
What
to
goes?
give it, I'm going to use your token, but I'm going to give it a green overlay just so that we can know who it is. And I will change its name really quick. What was your Manny's name?
That is a question I haven't had to think about in a while. His name is Kranich. Crannache.
Okay. And Kranich, the shape of Kranich stands there.
And Whimsy speaks to him in Sylvan, and he's like, I have to choose a mood for him. He is angry.
Okay.
Accurate.
The mood options are like mirthful or whatever, and he's not feeling mirthful.
Okay.
No,
He
he's
is
mad
angry.
that his baby's in trouble.
Which is absolutely a look that you have seen on him before, all of the times that you didn't do your homework, that you ran away to go play when you were supposed to be working. Yeah, there's a brief second where you're like, I didn't even have an essay assigned, dude. Like, what the fuck?
I swear I cleaned my room. All right, so his AC is 12 plus the level of the spell, which that's a 3rd level spell, so he's got an AC of 15.
15. Okay.
Hit points are 30 plus 10 for each spell level, so again,
80.
60.
points.
Wow.
60, yeah. Okay.
And he carries a short sword.
All right.
1d3.
All right. Is there anything he would like to do on his turn? Because I'm going to have him go at the same time as you.
What else do I see in the room? I assume I can.
Oh,
actually...
yeah. At this point, you can actually start to look. Absolutely, you can. You, as you're looking at Snarl eating away at his steak, you see Droop chained up against the wall. You see a female drow menacingly looming over a small, maybe mid-sized creature, smaller than a human, taller than a goblin, bigger than Droop for sure. This creature has blood smattered across their face, into their hair, and on their clothing, but braided long hair and a beard that is kind of dreadlocked and matted and braided as well.
Do I recognize them?
Make
I personally can read the token, but does Whimsy recognize them?
Make me. What does the token say? I can't see the token. Oh yeah. Yeah, of course you recognize him. This is the man who hired you back in Neverwinter that set you on this quest. This is the dude who owes you 50 gold for delivering the cart to Phandalin. This is Gundren Rockseeker.
Oh shit.
Whimsy does a bit of a double take there. Sort of makes eye contact as well as he can. And then in Sylvan, he tells not Kranich to attack the drow. And
okay.
And then, yeah, I think that's all of Whimsy's actions that he can do. Ooh, okay. Unless as a free action, he can blow the whistle to summon the Banshee, because shit's about to pop off and she wanted to watch it.
Well, you tell me, would you rather summon the Banshee or would you, I would say, because you haven't taken, oh, you did take an action. Okay, you can do one or the other. You can, yeah. So you can tell Kranich to attack or you can blow the whistle. It's up to you.
For now, we'll blow the whistle then, I think, because I think having both a Fae and a Banshee appear out of nowhere is some intimidating shit, and I want that. I want that level of drama.
You blow on the whistle and you see Snarl like put his paws up over his ears as this whistle is definitely high enough for him to hear. Come on, nobody's whistling for you. It's a Banshee whistle, not a cat whistle. And you summon Agatha. Excellent.
Geez, you really are over on Sun. Nothing but drama.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Hey, stop it. No, you're done. Just came in to see what the...
Cue the Scarlet Envy interview. Am I the drama? I don't know. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.
Yeah. All right. So what's Kranich doing?
Kranich, without being told what to do, I think is just going to use an actual ally to you and your companions in combat. It shares your initiative count. Oh, it shares his initiative.
Yeah.
Your verbal commands. If you don't issue any commands, it won't move. So okay. I think you'll just hold action, yeah. He does take dodge actions on his own.
Dodging.
All right. So the drow grabs Gundren by the hair and starts to drag Gundren out of the room. Sensing that this is a dangerous thing, and is definitely going to try to get out of harm's way. Jart, we're up to you. Guys, is everybody okay if we go a little bit over? Do we need to end right on time tonight?
I would like to do
We're all
another
okay?
round.
All right, let's get through another round. Okay,
Okay.
Jart.
So, George, sensing that there's a lot of people behind the door, it's gonna take a couple like deep breaths, and her tattoo is gonna start lighting up on fire.
Yeah.
And she's gonna dig deep. It's time.
Oh,
So for those of you who are watching who don't know what the dig deep mechanic is, this is a homebrew mechanic I gave my players at Christmas time, a one special time in the entire campaign that they can dig deep, find something new in themselves, and level up on their own. So Jart, I will let you figure out your dig deep, and I'm gonna let Denny go, and then I'll come back and check on you.
Sure.
Okay. Denny, what are you doing at the north end?
all right. So Denny is going to just kind of glance past Graja as she sticks a knife into her thigh and be like, okay, for sure. And ignoring that, Denny is going to cast Darkness at 2nd level, which creates a 15-foot radius sphere of magical darkness. People or creatures with dark vision cannot see through the darkness, and non-magical light cannot illuminate it. And he would like to cast it on this guy. So it is focused on his armor. So wherever he goes, magic darkness goes with him as well.
I'm sorry, which guy?
Why won't it select him? The guy in
The
the
guy
middle.
that's that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I did the back action. Let me come back into the game. Come back to the game.
Oh no.
Oh man, I'm glad I'm not running production today. Woo! I'm used to the Canva keyboard shortcuts. So like I can hit tab, toggle back, and nope, that left the whole screen, just the back button. All right. So this magical darkness encompasses him and 2 of his friends, and even kind of the entrance of the room, and it will flow with him. You hear like a confused Graja, you hear clear as day, these 3 hobgoblins starting to yell, what the fuck is going on? What are these? What's happening? What do these guys have? They're full of magic. Like there is some concern. They do not like magic users in general.
And I'm
yeah.
with my bonus action, I'm also going to cast Mantle of Majesty. No, sorry, not Mantle of Majesty. I'm saving that for next time. I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration and give
Okay.
Graja some inspiration. So go ahead and add a 1d8 to ability check, attack, or saving throw.
Graja's inspired. We love it. Anything else you'd like to do? How do you give this inspiration, Denny?
I'm just going to look at her very confused because she just stabbed herself in the thigh and go, you know, to each their own, and just smack her on the ass. Go get him, Tiger.
I love that. Jart, are you ready or do you need another minute?
I'm ready.
All right, leveled up, new 9. You, as you're looking and watching Jart block this door off, you see her just kind of like take a second, like an actor preparing, looking down for a moment. And when she looks back up, not only are the flames and embers on her neck lit up, her eyes are burning with intensity, like a literal kind of flame element to her eyes.
And I'm gonna tell 9, go find the others. I have this. And I'm gonna open the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna move like this to this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna use 2 key points to cast Thunder Wave in the center of the room.
Oh.
Which is a Constitution save of 15. Everyone 15 feet around me. And the things in the room also fly.
All right.
So I
Fail, critical fail. Another 2 more critical fails.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
1
Eat
success.
Yeah, everyone in the room.
Only 1 of the people saved. 3 have critical fails.
Chumps.
Okay.
And I'm going to say for critical fails, as they fly against the wall, you hear their necks snap. And they are toast.
Okay, so the ones that didn't save get 10 points of damage.
That will kill them.
And the
They're
guys
goblins. They have 7
yeah.
hit points.
And the guys
Aha.
that save get 5.
Okay, so 1 of the people. Okay, let me describe this. 9, you watch as Jart looks up at you, fires burning in her eyes, embers lit amongst her neck, and she goes, "You go help the others. I've got this." She pulls open the door behind her, doesn't even look in the room to see what's going on. She takes a few steps back, dodging as one of the goblins takes a swing at her. You see her step out of view, and then you just see a shockwave of energy shoot out. Goblins, 3 of them hit the wall. 1 of them gets squeezed through the murder hole and thrown out the room and is basically just pancake paste. The other ones go flying up, like the shockwave starts low and raises up, flinging them up in the air. Necks are snapping. One guy, as he falls on the table, he just lays there limply, nearly dead. Yeah, it's not even 9. You are being a martial class. You are used to seeing battles where there is blood and there is viscera and guts and gore. That is not what happens here. There is just alive and dead. There is no, except for the one guy who went through the murder hole, that created a little bit of a mess. But the rest of them are just like what's her name from Stranger Things, 11, just cracking somebody's neck, just like force snap almost. And they're at the end of it, Jart, as the fire, the embers in your eyes slowly burn out and you can see very clearly again, there is 1 goblin who stands before you.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at them in the eye and tell them you should leave. And I'm just gonna go back outside of the room.
And you see Jart, you hear Jart say, "You should leave." And then you see her step back into view very calmly and collectedly as her monk is, almost like nothing really has happened. And there is just such a deep respect, 9, that you have, like one warrior to another, of how impressive that was.
And that's my turn.
Damn, dude.
That's a pretty effective turn.
So awesome.
That dude does in fact run. He runs so far. He runs way out in front of the other guys. Although it's all of their turns, so they run down as well and look like they are trying to run out into the forest. The wolves are next. So Whimsy, you can think about if the wolves are going to chase them down or just kind of secure the entrance. Let's see. Okay, wolves, what are the wolves doing?
If the goblins don't make any move against them, they were told to protect the cub, not instigate attack. So if those guys are leaving and they're not stopping to do anything to the wolves are going to go in that door and go and find fruit. Because that's what they were told to do. They got to protect the cub.
Boys.
Okay.
The best boys.
So they get to hear. They have some choices. So first off, there's two goblins that are kind of cowering in the corner, unsure of what to do as these wolves come around. There is a door straight ahead. There is a door here. There's a door here. There's a door here and a door here. So which way do they go?
Did the fleeing goblin leave the door open through that room?
He did, in fact, yeah.
Then I think they're going to go through there and catch up with Jarrett and Nine again.
Okay.
Because they can't open doors, so they need to follow the open doors.
Right. So they
no
do.
opposable thumbs.
Yeah. 9, as Jart steps back into view, just a second later, you see, I don't know why my stupid selector isn't working. You see the wolves come barreling through the back as well. Graja and Denny, you guys watch as easily the biggest bugbear that you have ever seen, bigger than the guy in the caverns, comes out and walks around the darkness. Are you guys trying to hide?
I'm not. I mean, I'm hiding behind
No.
Graja, but I'm not like trying to hide.
Okay. So he comes out and he stands here and he hears all the noise over here, but he sees you two clearly here. And he says, in Goblin, he says, "I am no coward. I have come to face your challenge." And he lifts his, what does he have? His Morning Star. Fuck yes, tight. And he will take a step towards you and attack.
Sure.
Oh, that's not good. 15 to hit.
Sorry, just check. I have a new AC. I want to make sure. That just hits. Yeah. Damn it.
Okay, and then for the second hit, oh my god, I'm rolling shit today. All right, 2 D8. So that's 15 points of damage for the one attack
Ow.
as he swings into you, impacting kind of the side of your furs, some of like the jagged metal bits of the Morning Star, even getting through the leather fur and piercing into your skin.
Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm calculating the damage correctly. So
that's piercing damage. So I think you do take half of that.
I do take half, yes.
So like
okay.
7.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Okay.
Sure. Got it.
Droop would somebody like to roll for Droop to see if he can get out of his chains?
I'll do I think this might be one of the final Droop rolls for this evening, so I
Okay.
will go ahead and do that.
Got this.
Just a D20. You know what? I'm rolling a different D20. This is for you, DM, because these are my ace dice.
Hey,
Let's go.
I love ace dice.
Well,
Ah, fuck.
well, that's a 5.
Oh my god.
Not win.
Droop.
He is trying to summon all of his strength, but he's a young goblin. Do you know what I'm saying? And also the nerves are starting to get to him. He can't see anybody but Whimsy anymore. This other person has dragged somebody out of the room. Like, he's been in here for an hour. The nerves are getting to him, like the emergency adrenaline has worn off and he's starting to shake. Like the chains are, Yeah, big
Yeah.
time, big time. He's gonna need a nap after this. Graja, you're up. And then 9, you'll be after that.
Okay. I'm assuming I didn't understand what the bugbear said at all.
Yeah, I would say you
A
understood.
little. I did understand. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Graja kind of just like looks at him after like getting hit and definitely like took a little bit of wound, and she kind of just like has her head bowed down and then like looks up at him, and it's just like,
You'll have your challenge.
and then she will just take a great big old swing with the great axe.
Love it.
Okay, so great axe, yeah. 21 to hit.
Absolutely.
Okay, super. And +2 melee damage. Okay, just want to make sure I get that in there. Here we go. That's gonna be 18 damage.
Fuck yeah.
Beautiful.
Fuck
All
that guy
right.
in particular.
Okay.
He knows why.
And you take a huge swing back, like those guys who do the slapping competition where one of them will get slapped and then like
Yeah.
it's very gentlemanly. There's very specific rules. And then the other one gets slapped. And like he smacked you, and yeah, you could definitely see that hurt a bit. Yours knocks him back on his heel, taking a third of his hit points as
Let's
you
go.
rock into him. And he steels himself against your attack, and he goes, "Ugh, it is about time that I had real competition. This will be fun." And he gives you this like shit-eating grin.
Now, I do think I need a quick refresher. Do I need to use a bonus action to enter frenzy?
Does it say
That's just
like
not clear to me.
No, I think
you don't.
frenzy is just while raging, you just choose.
Yeah, you use your bonus action to do a frenzy attack, which is just a second like bonus
Yeah.
action attack.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
know the
just
frenzy attack is a
choose.
bonus action. I just couldn't like it wasn't clear to me whether that's like an additional
No,
like
that
activation.
no, the frenzy attack is a bonus action. It's not an additional activation. You can just say I frenzy attack.
Okay, so I want to frenzy attack with this
Okay.
guy. I don't like that smile. That makes me even more mad.
Sure. You know
and
that you get
so-
2 attacks, right? Plus a
I
bonus
get
action
2
attack.
regular?
You get 2 regular attacks. You
Yeah.
have all
Yeah.
level.
If you look under actions, it should tell like all. It should say actions, attacks per action,
Oh,
1 or 2.
You know what? I've never seen that little.
It's
thing
new.
right
Like I think
there.
it's only in level
I've never
5
seen
that you
that.
got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
so
then-
it's not like you've been missing a whole bunch.
No. Right, you're totally right. So okay, well then for my second
Attack.
attack on my turn,
Correct. Correct.
I'm just trying to. I'm white knuckling this hilt
Yeah.
of this great axe to just
Absolutely.
give this guy a challenge. 21 once again to hit.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
if you want to go reckless, you could go crit fishing.
But if you don't, yeah.
So
I think
so my
it's always
question
advantage.
for Graja is what is the balance of her responsibility to maintain some composure versus her concern for Droop after hearing him yell and try to be so brave? Is she going to do whatever it takes to get to him at this point?
I think so, because I think
Okay.
those feelings for Droop are like very like new. She didn't have
Yeah.
a bunch of siblings, so she never had like an older sister vibe or like like it was. This is the first time she's feeling those things, and so I think she'd be less equipped to keep them under control. Is what I'm trying to say.
So roll me 1d20 just for the last attack. We'll crit fish for the last attack.
Okay, 1d20. Here we go.
And just let's see if it's a nat 20.
It's not.
And then you're going to roll this. Okay, so this next attack, you're going to roll with advantage.
So did we get the damage for the second great axe attack, or is this still
Well, that's what you're doing right now. So you're going to make an attack with advantage right now.
And this is a hit roll or a damage roll?
Sorry, this is a hit roll. You're going to roll with advantage.
I'm going to roll a hit with advantage. Okay, got it,
Yes.
got it. Doing that now. Here we go. I don't think that... Okay, 24.
24 hits, so you can roll your damage. And then you still get a frenzied bonus action.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm back with it. Ooh, that was...
Okay.
That's 10 that time. 10 damage total.
Great.
And then, so... Yes, we will do the single melee weapon attack as a bonus action for the frenzy. And just going in with the great axe one more time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. 14.
14 points. 14
no,
to
14
hit.
to hit. 14 to hit.
That's with advantage?
I think you still also
I get this
have
one with advantage
inspiration.
too?
Yeah, you get it. You get them all.
You get, when you decide to do reckless, everything until your next turn is advantage to hit, which includes
think you also have
opportunity
your inspiration.
attacks, and you're inspired. Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to roll my inspiration die here.
Wait, so did you roll your second d20 to make sure that it was
Yes.
with advantage? Okay.
So that is at 17 currently. So I'm
17
rolling...
hits. 17 hits.
Oh, okay. So I'll save my inspiration die.
Yeah.
Okay, so 17, and then coming in for this last bit of damage. Oh, blurg. 9.
9.
Diminishing
You have
returns on
them.
the great axe.
I mean, a great axe is a heavy weapon, so
Yeah.
swinging it multiple times like that, even
Tiring.
reckless and frenzied, it is tiring for sure.
Yeah, true.
It is. Not every creature could even sustain 3 swings. That goes to speak to your strength and mastery of this weapon, right?
Yeah.
You strike into him, hacking through him, and as you do so, you notice like a familiar looking string that is hanging on his belt, as he had pulled the string out of Droop's armor and took it as a trophy. And you just carve into him, slice after slice, slinging through and separating the like the collarbone, and one of his arms like just hangs limply at the end of your assault.
And Denny is in the splash zone, I'm sorry to say.
Denny is just like...
Again.
That's my turn, though. That's my turn.
That's a pretty epic turn.
Thank you very much for the help there, sorting all of that out. I very much appreciate it.
No worries. Snarl will continue to eat his steak, but he will ask you, where rest of family? I want pack 2.
Pack, other room, coming to get cub. He gestures at Droop.
He looks alarmed at Droop, and he looks back at you kind of like, are you stroking out? Like, do I need to do a face check here? That's a goblin. Why he cub? He smelly one.
He hurt by smelly ones as well. Family now.
And he ponders that while he eats his steak, but he's going to take no aggressive actions. The Hobgoblin Trio of Darkness, headlining Coachella, run around kind of concerned because they don't know what the frick is going on. You hear them run into each other at one point because they can't see anything. And one of them, by luck, manages to emerge, but the other two are still engulfed in darkness. Okay. 9. And then Whimsy, Kranich, and the Drow, and we'll be finished for tonight.
I guess 9 is gonna move up 20. I guess 20 feet right here to see if he can see like an entrance to where Droop's noise is coming from.
Sure. Let me make this. You see that there is a door here. And there is also there's a curtain to your north and a door to the west and a door to the east.
And does he know that, because he's trying to hear for like sounds of,
he for sure would know that Droop is this way, and you can hear the sounds of like battle drums and stuff that are still going from Whimsy up to the far north.
Okay, doing that, I guess he would go take the rest of his movement to move just inside that door to his right there.
This door?
Yep.
Can he get into the door?
Let's see, 5, 10, 15. Well, let's see. 5, 10. Yeah, he has 30, so
30 gets you inside the door.
All right, so I guess just right inside the door. And
okay, and you see another curtain to the north here, and you see a door to the south.
I guess he would be heading towards or looking towards that curtain because that's where the sound's coming from Droop. So
okay.
I can't really get there right now. So I guess he would just.
You can dash. You can use your action to continue moving. Yeah. The option is you do an action and you can like wait to see if anything comes or move.
I guess what he would do first, he would do a bonus action and cast Sanctuary on himself. And then I guess he would just try to use his action to dash closer towards the room with Droop.
You pull aside the curtain and you run smack into a female drow who is with her back to you, dragging a dwarven man by the hair. He is covered in blood and bruises. You right away recognize that he has been harmed. He has been really put through the ringer. And you run into her and she snarls at you. She is not happy that you are there.
Well, I guess that's kind of my turn because I use my action to move more and bonus action to cast Sanctuary.
Okay.
That
That sanctuary might come in handy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be my turn for right now.
All right. Whimsy.
Whimsy's going to glance at the Fae, the totally not Kranich, and say the drow.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, Whimsy's going to unchain Droop.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check just to see if you can. Do you have thieves' tools or
I do-
magic that will unlock this?
That's a good question. I don't think any of my spells lock things. Illusion. No, I can open things, but only if they're unlocked. So yeah, I guess that's dexterity.
Yeah.
And if not, then he's just gonna poke it really hard with his weapon.
Sure.
Cut the chains. Come on, rolling something good for a change.
Yay.
Nope.
As you step forward to try and loosen these chains, they are locked by a mechanism that is not goblin in nature. This is more highly advanced, which to Whimsy also means there's probably somebody significantly higher in the rank, in the chain of command, that has authorized these people to be doing business here, to be supplying. This is, these are like finding like neighborhood thugs with high level military equipment. There is some shenanigans afoot. Kranich, what is he, as he rounds this corner and he can see 9 and the drow and Gundren, what is he doing?
He is climbing over Gundren if necessary, but he is launching himself at the drow.
All right, and he gets to make those attacks with advantage because she is flanked by 9.
I'm just gonna keep his stats. So his weapon, short sword, melee attack, use your spell attack modifier to hit. Weird. What is this? All right. Sorry. I have never summoned anything before.
Okay.
Right. So add 3 to this to hit. $14 to hit.
Um, 14 does not hit.
Not even flanked.
Flanked is that he rolls with advantage.
Oh, I didn't roll with advantage then. God, my stupid dice. I need to get more RAM for my computer.
It's okay. It's okay. This drow, as she sees that she is blocked in, there is
Nat 20. So 20 plus 3.
What? Vindication!
Get her!
Come back, kid. All right. And then damage. 1d6 plus 3 plus the spell levels. Piercing damage plus 1d6 force damage. All right.
It's
a lot.
4d6 plus 6.
So 2d6 plus 6.
Yeah. Well, 2d6 doubled plus 6.
Amanda, when you summon a fae, is it just a fae creature that shows up?
You call forth a fae spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. This corporeal form uses the fae spirit stat block. When you cast a spell, choose a mood. Creature resembles a fey creature of your choice, marked by the chosen mood. Creature disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when the spell ends. Spell lasts an hour.
Because this is the last thing that'll happen in tonight's game and our penultimate episode, there's only one episode left in season 1. I will give you an option here. I will make you a Feywild deal to honor all of the body paint that you have been through in our last 31 episodes. Cranich can do damage, or I can give you information.
Oh, when I get the information, does she talk?
I will reveal information that can be used in character. It's up to you. And that is the reason I am giving you this option. Play with the Fae. Gonna get some wild magic options here.
All right. We'll take knowledge because Whimsy goes knowledge over violence.
As this Fae spirit dressed up as your tutor launches itself, it recognizes being a creature that can take many forms. Game recognize game. And it pulls back, pokes its head back through the door to where you are. And it says, "That is no drow. Do you still wish me to attack her? Or it?"
What is it?
It looks back, and only because of a natural 20 will I tell you that I'll say that monstrosity lives to take the form and life of others. It is not like us. It is deadly, but it can be killed. And it is the drow's turn. She has the lowest initiative. She is going to look at Cranich at what he has just said, drop Gundren, and push 9 back and take off running. 9, you can have an attack of opportunity if you'd like, but she's running.
Sentinel.
A
Isn't that like
sentinel attack?
Yes!
Oh no, I forgot that you had that.
Sentinel.
Sentinel means
If
you
he
can
hits her-
stop somebody from moving.
Yeah.
You keep them where they are.
9, yes!
No.
Genius! Big
Go.
brain moves.
Please.
Shit.
Please
We're
do
smaller.
it. Sweet
Get
baby
her.
Jesus.
Hit her
I
so
don't,
hard.
I've never wanted something so much. Please. Please. Fuck.
Oh, come
Oh
on!
no!
Is that
Oh,
The
how much
fucking
was
that
it?
one.
Oh!
But you have it. Oh no, you don't have advantage.
Shit.
oh, sweet Jesus?
As she looks at you, you feel this piercing, blinding headache, and her face shimmers and contorts to be your mentor from the camp. And he says, "Come now. We never take up arms against each other. There is a code." And in that moment of I would never take up arms against you. What is happening? Why are you here? Why are you in that moment? She uses that to push past you and she disappears out of sight. that's where we're going to end going into our final episode.
Out of sight
Um,
towards here, right? She runs
Out of
over here.
sight where you are, you don't see her, Jart.
Oh no, yeah. I'm just asking, like, should she try to go out through here?
No, sorry, she came through this door.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around and have my players introduce themselves.
Oh gosh.
Man, those nat ones, that is brutal. These
Those are-
last couple sessions.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
Natty ones. Fuck.
All right, Sarah, why don't you start? Sean's gonna need a minute to collect himself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hi. Once again, my name is Sarah. You can find me on Twitter at MCDiabetes. I'm also a creative partner at Martlet Games. You can find me here on the Vancouver by Night channel as part of the Saturday Vampire Takeover, where we play Vampire the Masquerade. In Vancouver by Night, Delve into Darkness. I am the Prince of Vancouver. So please join us on Saturday at 6 p.m. to see my glorious reign. There are demons now, so that's bad. That's really easy for me, you know, as my new role as Prince. Here for Phandalin, obviously, on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then I will be in the storyteller seat very soon for my own Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, set just after World War I, called London's Bleeding. The second and final season will be premiering hopefully in the next month or two. If you are a $5 member of the Martlet Patreon, you can see the first 2 episodes already. Because they're there, and you can watch the players blow up my game. Literally. I think that's it for me. Just follow me and Martlet on Twitter. You'll see what I'm doing. Another fantastic evening with Phandalin. Truly one for the books. Thank you.
Najra.
Hey everyone, I'm Najra. I played Jord, the Fire Genasi monk, and I'm getting used to these longer intros. So 1, I'm a professional cosmaker. You can find me as Najra Creations on most social media. If you want a costume, just let me know. I do LARP, cosplay, and weddings too. I do custom wedding gowns. So shoot me a message. You can find me here on Sundays, and you can find me on Wednesdays as part of the Changeling game. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's going fine. So come join us. And I'm also a part of Girls Run These Worlds. It's a new channel run by women to give platform to other women on the ttrpg scene. And I'll be running a one-shot very soon there for a vintage Italian indie game kind of thing. So follow us there, and thank you for being here.
I just finished the ad for In Nomine Satanis. It's sitting there in the Discord waiting for you to approve.
It's
Love
approved.
it.
It's approved.
Nikki.
Hey everybody, Nikki here. You can find me on all social medias as I'm Poppy Field. You can catch me here on Sundays, and then you can also catch me on the DM Studios on Fridays with storyteller Sarah, where we are playing Lord of the Rings RPG, which is a different system, and it's very confusing, but it's been really fun in the one game we've played, so definitely come and check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Fantastic. Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I don't have a lot of other games going on right now. All I really do with my other free time is make TikToks. If I'm getting painted orange, I'm prancing around like this all day recording as much as I can. That's all I got.
They're excellent TikToks. Sean.
I'm Sean.
He won't even look at the camera.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We don't. That's how it goes, man.
I played non-human paladin who was very disappointed. He just let this thing slip through his hands. But yeah, you can catch me here on Sundays, and I play in the Icewind Dale campaign on Fridays, and usually acting foolish on most social medias.
Fantastic. And I have been your dungeon mistress. My name is Sarah. You can catch me here next week telling the final piece of this season 1 story. And you can catch me on Fridays as the narrator for Lord of the Rings Rangers of the North, which is an all-female Lord of the Rings game on DM Studios, and producing and doing a bunch of other stuff for Girls Run These Worlds. And Thursdays, you can find me on Community Cleric on my own channel, where I it's a one-on-one interview show where I interview women in gaming. So I would ask you, please go, and if you're here and you haven't followed our YouTube, please go and do our YouTube. Give us a subscribe, which doesn't cost any money. It's the same thing as followers, because we're trying to, if we can get 43 more people, we will do a giveaway for a Dog Mite player tray, which I'm super excited about. We'll see you all next week. Sarah, do we know who we're rating?
Since we went over, the people we were rating are no longer online, so we're just giving a quick scan here to maybe somebody else playing D&D currently. So just one moment, please.
I know our friend over at, unless Steve is going to come up with somebody really quickly, I know our friend Lord Gusumba, who does Greyhawk stuff, is streaming. So
Steve just messaged me Stella Luna. We are
fantastic. We love Stella Luna. Let's give
name.
some love. Remember to click their name, and we will see you all next week for our final story.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye,
Take care.
everybody.
Bye.